Hmm. Volume. Okay, hold on, guys. Roger, can you hear that?
No, I can't hear it. There we go.
Changed our
There it
Okay,
goes.
here
approach.
we go. All right.
Genetic testing has really changed our approach to cancer. Personalized cancer medicine means the right patient with the right drug at the right time. And that's really an interface of how can we develop a roadmap for patients based on host characteristics, so patient characteristics, tumor characteristics, so perhaps the genetic makeup or the proteins that are being expressed, and then the appropriate medicine that will take both of those factors into case. We've made significant progress over the past decade in really cataloging some of the genetic changes that we see when cancer occurs. So there are particular mutations that may make someone more susceptible to developing cancer. There are other mutations that, when detected in the tumor, cause a dysfunction of a particular protein for which we've developed drugs for. Personalizing therapy is looking for these markers in tumors, so understanding, is there a protein that's overexpressed, is something malfunctioning that may make chemotherapy or targeted therapy more effective, and then really finding the right dose for the patient, finding the appropriate setting to give those agents in. Often patients undergo genetic testing if they have a family history of cancer. And so this kind of genetic testing is looking to see if there's a germline mutation. So that's a mutation that you inherently have and that may predispose you to a particular cancer. And that's relevant for people who have families in which cancer has been prevalent. The reason we want to know is to understand if we can screen or do preventative measures to decrease the likelihood of developing cancer. The other big area in which cancer genetic testing has taken hold and really shaped how we approach treatments is looking for particular mutations that drive cancer. Now, we know that mutations are ubiquitous in cancer. That's really how cancer forms. But what we're looking for are a particular signature of mutations or particular driving mutation that may cause the cancer. Some cancers are more commonly are marked by particular mutations than others. So in lung cancer, we know that particular mutations in EGFR or ALK, which are present only in the tumor cells, can cause the cancer to grow. And often the most appropriate initial therapy for those patients is an oral small molecule inhibitor of those proteins. So there are multiple ways we can use testing. In some cancers, it's important to understand if there is a prevalence of mutations, and in some cancers, it is standard of care to get mutational testing. In other cancers, we don't understand as much about the genetics or the prevalence of these particular mutations, or mutations that we can target is quite low. And that genetic testing may be done as part of a larger clinical trial or as a research effort. The other piece of testing that changes therapy for patients is the detection of particular proteins on their cancer. So we want to understand how we can find out which genes are the most important to target and which ones may be driving the cancer. Another effort that we're all making is to understand if we can find in the serum or in the blood particular proteins that are expressed or fragments of DNA that also may correlate with treatment outcome. So it may be that when someone has cancer, we're able to detect particular proteins. When the cancer has been effectively treated, either with surgery or immunotherapy or chemotherapy, that fraction of proteins goes down, and we can monitor them over time. Right now, when we look to see if patients have disease recurrence, we do it with a CT scan or a PET scan or an MRI. And although those tests are wonderful, generally, if we can see something, it's more, it's hundreds of thousands of cells. We're now thinking about looking at cancer as really a needle in a haystack, using tests not only from the blood, but from the urine, from the serum, to really treat cancer earlier, to detect cancer earlier, and we believe strongly that that will lead to better outcomes. When a patient first meets a cancer care team, I think it's important to have shared decision making. So that means that the patient and physician need to understand exactly what stage of cancer it is, to understand if there are particular genetic determinants of prognosis that may impact our first and initial therapy or the likelihood of response. But then to take this information and really center it around what is important to you. The world of personalized cancer therapy is evolving rapidly. You can find out more about this field on cancer.net.
Okay, I'll get out of that. I just received notification from Mindy. I don't know if anyone else is experiencing this. Could you hear that throughout the duration of the video?
Hey guys, so it's just Kay today. Jay is at work. I'm currently in the car. It's currently raining, so you might hear a little rain in the background.
You know how YouTube works. And bingo. Okay, and let me go from here and back here. Roger, did you hear the video throughout the duration of the training?
Yes, I did.
The video? Okay. And I think we lost Mindy. She fell off. She just inboxed me. I guess she has some issues where she was. This is something that I don't do because I don't like slowing up the training. Okay, so we'll move along. Try to make that clear that everyone had great reception where they were, because when people fall off, they're off. And hold on for a second. Getting back to now. Okay, so we'll go back to the training. So go back to share my screen. The one thing that's very, very important with AHS, and is crucial, that is communication. And that's what we'll start off with our training. We'll start off with communication. And again, communication is very, very important with AHS. So first thing, bingo. First thing is Telegram. Everyone will need to download Telegram on their phone. Download it on your phone now, because you'll need to download it and send me a message so I can add you to a group. Roger has already since added some folks to the group already. And so I want everybody to take a moment, pull out your phone, whether you have an Android or whether you have an iPhone or whether you have a Google phone, and you'll need to download Telegram on your phone. I'm going to give everybody my number, because once you download Telegram on your phone, you're going to need to send me a private message so I can add you to 2 groups. The company communicates to the group via Telegram. All right? And so everyone take a moment and download Telegram to your phone. And once you download Telegram to your phone, just you can chat. You can let me know I already have it. And then just send me a private message via Telegram. Let me give everybody my phone number. It's 973-332-9333. 973-332-2333. And Telegram will be something that you will get used to. It's one of the main sources of communication that we have. And you'll need to check it every day. I'll just be honest with you, because there'll be updates and things of that nature every day. So you need to check it every day. And I don't mean be on it, all day long, but you'll see things pop up. You'll need your notifications on. There are times when policies change, insurances change. We get doctors added to our list. You'll need to know that. You could possibly be out in the field and a doctor's added to a list and you're getting some paperwork done, and you'll need to know that real time. And so Telegram is very, very, very important. So I'm going to go into my Telegram now, because some you guys should have sent me. Perfect. Henry sent me a message. As you guys are sending me messages, I'll be adding you to the group. Bingo. And I'll be doing a check off. Now, Roger has already added some folks to the group already. But if you want to send me a message as well, just in case I ever need to personally message you, you can. Feel free to do so. And we won't spend any longer than 5 minutes on this, ladies and gentlemen. So Telegram is fairly easy to download. It's an app in the iStore, and it's an app on the Android. Okay, cool. Perfect. Pastor Peter, you are added. Again, once you download a Telegram, guys, send me a private message via Telegram. Because that's the only way I'll know that you are on Telegram, if you send me a message. And we need to get this done quick. This cannot take all day. So far, I have Henry and I have Pastor Peter. It's an app in the iStore, and whatever. I don't have an Apple phone, but in whatever that store is called, iStore, or you have a Google Play Store. It's just Telegram. Perfect. I see Samaja, you're in. Great. Perfect. Teresa, I just received yours. Going to add you to the group. And I've added you to the group as well. Write these down. My last class, this only took about 5 minutes. So again, once you're in Telegram, send me a quick message. Lisa's in the group. Perfect. I know Claude. Roger, you already added Claude to the group, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I know Russell's in the group. Cecilia, we're waiting for you. those who need my number again is 973-332-2333. Okay, go Henry. Now, while we're doing that, and you guys should see the orientation. We were doing these orientations in person. I'm had to fly to Atlanta to do one. We did a couple in New Jersey, and it was pain-stricken. I'm being honest with you. You know, sitting in class and, you know, some folks just weren't that computer savvy, and it was interesting to say the least. All right, hold on. Okay, I'm going to add everyone to another group as well. And I'm sure, Roger, you've already added folks to that group.
Correct.
I'm Cecilia, I'm waiting for a notification from you. You're going to see there's quite a few people in this other group I'm going to add you to. Bingo. And Daryl, I'm waiting for a notification from you as well.
Hey, you get on the orientation?
Okay, Mindy, you're going to have to send me a notification on Telegram, like very, very fast. My number is 973-332-2333. Again, 973-332-2333.
Yeah. Okay, you called him from the 302 number.
And Daryl, I'm waiting for a notification from you as well.
I'll get it to you.
I didn't get one.
Finish. Okay.
What froze there? Daryl, you froze? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well, your pictures froze. I know you said you had a storm out there.
Yes.
What, did you send me a notification?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't get it. And Cecilia as well. Cecilia, can you hear me? And Mindy also. Mindy, I need you to send me a notification via Telegram so I can add you to a group. Do you have Telegram on your phone? There's a button on your phone that you need to unmute. Well, on your computer, rather, because I can't hear you. Okay, so Daryl, I can hear you now. Yep. Okay, good. I got you, Mindy.
Right.
All right, let me add you to the group. Here we go. And let me add you to the group. And I'm still waiting for a notification from Cecilia and Daryl. I need you guys to send me a notification so we can move on.
Come on.
Daryl, what's your number? I'm going to send you a notification. For whatever reason, I'm not getting a number from you.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
720-322-5467.
Hold on. Give me one more second. 7. Say it again.
720-322-5467. Yep. Tried to send it a couple times. It's just says it's gone through, but
Hold on. Do this. And Cecilia, can you hear me? Here we go.
come on, work.
Let's go here.
Sorry, I'm holding everything up, guys.
I'm resourceful. I'm moving some things around. Let's see here. So now let's do this.
I think you and I are linked to in it through other things.
No, I'm sending you a test message right now.
Okay.
You should have just received that.
Yep.
You said no?
Yes.
Okay, good. So here we go. Gotcha. Add you to the group.
Thank you.
No problem. And let's get this. Oh boy, come on. And lastly, Cecilia, can you hear me? She cannot hear me. Her microphone is off. Has to be.
Yeah.
Hold on for a second here. All right, so the next step, we're gonna have to go ahead and move forward. The next thing on our training, I'll go ahead and share my screen. Everyone should have already done this, and this is important. And this is why we do this training online, and you need to do it on your computer, not a phone, because these are things that I need to make sure that are done before we move on. Wait a second. I'll ask this question just to make it easy. Has everyone set up their Proton email? Who hasn't set up their Proton email?
I have.
Okay. Bingo. In the chat, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not set up your Proton email, please let me know. If you have not set up your Proton email, based on the instructions that you received via email, you should have been able to set up your Proton email. And this email, ladies and gentlemen, is very important. So let me talk a little bit about Proton. Proton is an encrypted email. When you're communicating with the company, 90% of the time they're going to communicate with you via Proton. There are going to be times where you'll have to communicate with the doctors. The doctors will put what's called requisition notes inside your portal. You'll know what a portal is in a moment. If some people make a mistake, whenever we prior to shipping something in to the lab, we have to go ahead and type in the dated ship and a tracking number if you have a package. Well, sometimes we found in something, and I made this mistake also. Someone will go in and they'll see that something is ready to ship, and they'll hit the button, and what'll happen is your requisition forms will be gone. And these forms are very, very important. And without these forms, you can't send anything to the lab. Well, then you'll need to reach out to the company. Then the company will send you the requisition forms. But because the requisition forms have vital personal information on it, the only way it can be mailed to you is by Proton mail. So in the instructions, in your new hire paperwork, everyone was instructed to set up a Proton email. And I'm sure everyone has. All right, and so Proton is very, very important. Also, you'll communicate with Sandra, Marty, and Vernon most of the time through your Proton email if it's not on Telegram. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move forward. The next thing is Facebook. I know everyone's on Facebook. We have a Facebook group that all of our documents are in. Very, very important documents that you need to download. They're not on the company's website, but they're in our private Facebook group. And so if you're on your phone right now or your computer, I need you guys to join this Facebook group. Here's the link here, and I'm going to pull it up so you guys can see what it looks like. So you see exactly what the link looks like. And if anyone's sending me any messages, I can't look at them now. So I won't be able to look at them to the end. I see my chat is popping up periodically. And let's go here. So we're going to go to Facebook. On Facebook, this is what the group looks like. Make sure my screen is still being shared. This is what the group looks like on Facebook. So you guys need to send a notification to this group while we're online, and I will approve you. Claude, you're at it. Lisa, you're at it. So while we're online, guys, I need you to send a notification to this group so I can approve you. If you're looking at my screen, it's the Agents Genomic Crusaders. Henry just asked to be joined. Henry just asked to be added. Bingo. We'll need everybody added to this group before we move on. I'll refresh it to make sure everybody's been added. Good. Samaja, got you. Pastor Peter, got you. Daryl, Cecilia, Mindy, need notifications from you guys so I can add you to this group. And meanwhile, let me do this. Refresh. Oh no, not that one. And it's important that you are on Facebook. All right, still waiting for a couple more notifications. Refresh again. Okay, bingo. We have Teresa and we have Daryl. Gotcha. Mindy, I'm waiting for you. If you are not hearing me, that means you have bad reception wherever you are. Roger can hear me loud and clear. So if you're not hearing me, that means you have bad reception wherever you are.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
And for those who will be promoted to manager down the line, I'm going to love to hear your orientation stories. Trust me, you're going to have them. All right, Mindy, we're waiting for you to send a request to that Facebook page. Let me pull up the Facebook page one more time. We have to move forward. This is the Facebook page. There's Agents Genomic Crusaders. And I'm going to say this for everyone. And I'm as you guys get to work with me and know me, you know I'm never offensive, but I'm direct as humanly possible. This is fast pace. This opportunity will not be for everybody. We find that out quite often. Okay, we find that out quite often and pretty fast. This company requires a certain skill level. We find that out pretty often and pretty fast. And you know, and it's only fair that I say that to you. This is not for everybody. There's some skills that some people haven't acquired along the line to get them prepared for working with this company. And unfortunately, we find it out pretty often and pretty fast. So I'm going to always be direct. One thing you guys know from me, I'll be direct without being offensive. But this opportunity obviously is not for everybody. All right, we're now moving on. Now, the next step, we have a portal that we'll work with. Okay, this portal is very important. Now, let me explain something to folks. Let me unshare my screen. All right, so it was very, very important. When we're out in the field, we have a couple of jobs. Number one, we find our own clients. That's number one. We find our own clients. We don't have to sell anything. People don't have to pay for anything. The insurance 100% covers this. The only insurance we can accept are PPOs. Everybody write that down. PPOs. You need to verify insurance. If I'm sitting with someone, so right now, I'll show you, I'll pull up my insurance card. If I'm sitting with someone and they want to take the test, and I ask them, do they have a PPO? And they say, oh yeah, I have a PPO. They can show me their card. It can say PPO on here. I'm still calling the number to verify, or I'm reaching out to the company. You can reach out to me as well. You can reach out to Sandra Mighty Vernon. Benjamin McCrae is one of our regional managers. Jennifer is one of our regional managers. You reach out to someone and you get the insurance verified. That is very important. If you put 3 HMOs into this portal, the company will terminate your contract. You could be making like Roger. Roger's done over $7 grand in less than a month. If Roger puts 3 HMOs in this portal and he's a manager, the company will terminate his contract. Whenever you put an HMO into the portal, you cost the company money. So one of the biggest things is no HMOs. We only accept PPOs. I have an EPO. We accept EPOs. We accept TRICARE, which is military insurance. We do not accept HMOs. And some of your clients are going to have Medicare. They have Medicare A and B, and then they'll have a supplement. And they'll say on their card, PPO, but they'll have a supplement insurance that may be an HMO. You have to verify insurance. I hope I made that clear to everybody. Quickest way to get terminated with this company is putting HMOs into the portals. All right, so I just want to make that clear. All right, so we'll move on. Roger, anything you want to say on that?
Nah, it's pretty clear. No,
Okay.
No HMOs.
All right. So guys, we're going back to shutting up my screen. Going back to sharing my screen rather. Okay, now we're gonna all log into a portal. You need to pull up on your computer this link, bit.ly/AHS agent form. Everyone needs to pull up on this computer. We cannot go forward till you get this done. If you cannot get this during the training, I'm gonna have to remove you from the training, and you'll be able to retrain next month. So that's why it's very, very important that when you attend a training, I mentioned it to you in your interview, Wi-Fi, access to a computer. So I need everyone to go to this website, bit.ly/AHS. Make sure you put the dot, bit.ly/AHS agent form. AHS agent form, bit.ly/AHS agent form. It's right here. You can see it on the screen. Do not put this in a search engine. Use your address bar. If you use the search engines, ladies and gentlemen, like a Google, typically it won't take you directly. And this is elementary, what I'm saying for some folks, but believe it or not, for some folks, it's not that elementary. So make sure you use your address bar, not a search engine. Once you get to the agent form, well, let me make sure everyone's made it to the agent form. Once you get to the agent form, you're going to fill out the agent form. When you're filling out the agent form, at the bottom of the form is going to ask you for an office number. That office number is 4. You will not need a referral code. That office number is 4. You will not need a referral code. Now, this is very important. I need everyone's attention. This email will only be sent out one time. So when you put in an email in this form, make sure it's an email that you get direct emails on. So for an example, Gmail. When you get an email from Gmail, it can fall in 5 boxes. It can fall in a spam box. It can fall into your inbox. It can fall into a promotional folder. It's so many boxes. So if you have an email other than Gmail, I would recommend you use it. I would recommend you use your Proton Mail, because then you'll get the email directly. Whatever username you choose, make sure the username is short, and remember it. This is very important. So as you're filling out this form, all of you should be on that website. You should be filling out the form by now. Make sure your username is short, very short. Make sure you use the email. I would recommend you use your Proton email other than a Gmail, because a Gmail, again, once you fill out this form, that automatic email is going to come to you. If it gets lost, you're out. You're done. Because then the orientation is done for the day. You'll have to do the next orientation next month. So I just want to make that very, very clear. If it gets lost, it's over, because we'll have to reset it all over for you. And they're not going to reset it all over for you until next month's orientation. So it's very, very important. All right, guys. So again, you want to go to this link, bit.ly/AHS agent form, and fill out the form. Everyone should see that now. So I'm going to stop unsharing my screen, because let me know when you've made it to the form and you filled it out. Let me know when you're done. And again, at the bottom of the form, the office number is 4. You do not need a referral code. Also, something that people get caught up on, it's going to ask you for your address. When you put in your address, you need to put the numerical part, like I live at 310. Don't put it all on the same line. There's something else to get you caught up. When it's done, you're going to get a green bar that says complete, and then go check your email. When you're done, you'll get a green bar that says complete, and then go check your email. All right, when you guys are finished, just let me know. I would use a Proton Mail, Samaja. I wouldn't use Gmail, and the reason why, Gmail has multiple boxes. So I would use a Proton Mail. Let me know when you're done. The referral code, Samaja, there's no referral code. There's no referral code. So guys, we need to pay close attention. There's no referral code. The office number is 4. Again, there's no referral code. When you're done, can you guys just raise your hand and let me know? Good. Henry's done. Teresa's done. You guys should receive an email in your inbox. Pastor Peter's done. Lisa's done. Claude is gone. Roger, you might want to reach out to Claude.
Okay.
He's missing. Samaja, I can't see your video, so I need to see you. Russell, you done? Bingo. Samaj, you done as well? Just give me a hand notification. Perfect. Daryl, you're frozen, so I'm going to unmute you to hear from you. Are you done, Daryl? Something's going on with my Zoom. Okay.
There's no referral code. Just Office 4.
Daryl, you can unmute yourself because I cannot.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I just sent it.
Okay.
Bingo. I just.
All right.
Bingo. All right. Unmute.
I'm good.
Okay.
I just got the confirmation.
No problem. All right, I got a message from Samaj. Okay, perfect. So everyone's got an email confirmation. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can move forward.
Yeah, Rabu, I think Claude Cantave just sent his.
Claude, say it again.
I think he just sent his too also.
Okay. He's just not showing in the background. I don't know if he was still here or not.
Yes.
About to boot him off. All right. Okay, guys, I'm sharing my screen. We're going to go back to the PowerPoint. Okay. Now, in the email you're going to receive an email like here. Go, in the email is going to be 2 links. Go to the second link. It's called eSign. Go. You'll receive an email. In your email, do not click on the first link. Go to the second link. It's called Go eSign. And when you hit that link, it's going to take you to a page like this. I'm going to unmute everybody. If you're in a loud area, please make sure, because I'm going to unmute you guys because I need to hear from you. It'll help me move forward. It'll help me move faster. So I'm going to unmute everybody. Okay, everybody's unmuted. Perfect. If you're, hold on.
I'm still waiting for my email.
Who's waiting for their email?
Me, Henry?
Who said that?
Yeah, it was me. I'm still waiting for my email.
It comes immediately, bro. So refresh, and hopefully you didn't.
Yeah, I sent it to the Proton email.
You're inside your Proton email?
Yeah. I keep refreshing. I haven't received it yet.
Everyone else received the email? Has anyone not received an email?
I didn't receive mine.
You didn't get yours, Lisa?
No.
I received mine as Rabu, and I'm doing what it's saying.
Office number is 4. Office number is 4. Teresa, did you receive the email?
No.
Everyone. Claude, I had to mute you out. It was some very loud noise coming from your area. But I need to
No, I didn't receive an email yet.
Lisa, Henry, you guys get it?
I got your email.
Yeah.
Perfect. Henry, did you get it?
I still have. No, can I just do it again, or you have to wait for this one right here? I just sent.
Can't do it again. When you got the form, did a green bar come across the top that says form complete?
Yeah, it was green. It says successfully complete.
Lisa, you got that also? Lisa, can you hear me?
Barely, but no, I didn't receive the email.
Okay.
Neither.
So this is what we're gonna do for everybody. I'm gonna share my screen again. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen again. And we're gonna all log in. Remember your username and remember your password. For those who didn't receive an email, we'll log in and you'll have to upload a photo. Now, for those who did receive the email you logged in, have you uploaded a photo?
Yes.
Perfect. So Pastor Peter uploaded a photo. Daryl, did you upload a photo? You'll need to unmute yourself, Daryl.
I did.
You uploaded a photo?
Yes, I
So
did.
you received the email. Got it. You got the email. So Henry and Lisa, you guys haven't had an opportunity to upload a photo yet?
No, I ain't even have the email yet.
Okay. Hold on. More than one way to skin a cat. I want you guys to I want everyone to go to this website, bit.ly/AHS CMS login. bit.ly/AHS CMS login. And your username is the short username you just chose, and at the back of your username will be at CMS. Not at, /HS CMS login. Once you guys, if you're looking at my screen, this is what you should see. Once you get here, your username is going to be your username at CMS, and then whatever password you chose. It's your username at CMS. Let me know when you've logged in.
Yeah, I logged in now.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. Now, Henry, you're logged in. You can go to profile and upload a photo.
All right.
Profile and account is in the top right-hand corner. I don't know why you didn't get the email, but good. Lisa, are you logged in?
I'm doing it now.
Perfect. And then you'll go to the top right-hand corner. It'll say account or profile, and you can upload a photo there. Guys, you can always go back and change your photo. These are just things that you need to do during the orientation.
Okay, Rabu, this is Pastor Peter. I'm in the dashboard.
Perfect. So Pastor Peter's in. Teresa, are you in?
No, not yet.
Okay. You went to this website, bit.ly.
Yeah, I'm going back in again. I already did my photo, but I'm going back again so I can upload.
Everybody needs to be in the dashboard now. Daryl, are you in? I'm going to unmute all. Daryl, are you in? I don't know why, but I cannot unmute you, Daryl. You're probably going to need to unmute yourself. You can't unmute Samaja either. Okay, Samaja, you're unmuted now. Are you in as well?
Yeah.
Perfect. So everyone should be in the dashboard. Daryl, you in the dashboard?
I uploaded photo, yes. I'm in the dashboard.
Okay, and Lisa, you in the dashboard?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to pull up my dashboard picture. The dashboard is your money. It's very important. So everyone should be in the dashboard and should. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to try to keep us unmuted. So if you're in a loud area or if you have us on loud speakerphone, it's giving us a little feedback, and that feedback is coming from Claude. Claude, what are you using to hear us?
I'm just using an iPad here. That's it.
Turn it down a little bit because it's causing feedback. Because
Nice.
I have a microphone here and I see where the feedback is coming from. Thanks, I appreciate it. Because I want to keep everybody unmuted. So I can hear you guys. Thanks, I appreciate that. All right, and so ladies and gentlemen, you should be. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you should be at your dashboard. Go back. Now the dashboard is extremely important. I'm going to open up my dashboard, and this is where you take some notes, and you want to follow along. So I'm going to go up my dashboard. It's called Terabyte. Now, I just want to let you guys know, as a regional manager, I have access to all of your dashboards because there'll be times where I need to go in and help you guys with things. So and the corporate has access to all of your dashboards. Do not change your passwords because then corporate will have to go in and reset your passwords. We don't want to give corporate any unnecessary work. So do not change your passwords because corporate will have to go in and reset your password. And we do not want to give them any unnecessary work. There's over 200 employees. They're a small outfit. And as regional managers, we have to work directly with our agents, but we don't want to give corporate any unnecessary work. All right, now if everyone can see my screen, by Tuesday, I want you guys to go to agent onboarding and hit the little drop down, and you're going to see view agents. By Tuesday, you guys are going to have an agent number. You see my agent number, 45127? You're going to have an agent number. By Tuesday, you don't have one now. You shouldn't have one yet. All right? Now, another very important part, there are only going to be 2 places that you will go in this dashboard. Next one is called Telemed. So everybody go to Telemed, hit the drop down. We're going to go to patient information. Patient information is very, 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 very important. Prior to entering anyone's information into this portal, we're going to verify insurance first. So if I'm swabbing Teresa, who's been a friend of mine for years, I'm going to verify her insurance first. Once I verify her insurance with her insurance card, or I called into the corporate office, and you guys will probably see in Telegram today, people are going to be asking Monty and Sandra and Vernon, hey, can you verify insurance? Can you verify insurance? And they verify insurance down there around the clock. So once you have insurance verified, then you're going to go here to the portal, and you're going to input all of their information. Name, date of birth, age, gender, everything, state, city. What's very important, what people mess up on, right here where it says patient relationships to insurance policy. So like Henry, Henry and I talked yesterday. So Henry's wife has a different insurance policy than he does. So let's say if Henry was being swabbed and he was under his wife's insurance policy, his relationship to the insured is spouse. A lot of times people get rejected out of the system because they miss out on this part. Everyone that you swab has to have a phone number. They don't necessarily have an email. They don't necessarily have to have an email, but I will put an email in there. The only insurances that we cannot put in this portal, write this down, is Blue Cross Blue Shield and TRICARE. We have another portal for Blue Cross Blue Shield and TRICARE. So for an example, every insurance, you'll see Blue Cross Blue Shield here. I want to show you guys, but we cannot put Blue Cross Blue Shield in this portal. You will see Blue Cross Blue Shield here, but we cannot put Blue Cross Blue Shield in this portal. Write that down, very important. Or TRICARE. TRICARE is a military insurance. We cannot put TRICARE in this portal. Write that down. You see TRICARE for life here. TRICARE East, TRICARE Overseas, TRICARE West. We cannot put TRICARE in this portal. Any other insurance we can put in this portal. It's simple. Blue Cross Blue Shield, TRICARE. Everybody got that?
Hey, Rabu, real quick question. When you say this portal, you meaning terabyte.com, correct?
Yeah, the dashboard that we're all looking at right now.
Yeah.
It's going to always be referenced as a dashboard or a portal.
Or portal. Yeah.
Corporate's going to always, if you call corporate, they'll always reference your portal or your dashboard. Mm-hmm. This whole thing you hear that we're in. Cool?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So for an example, when you put someone's insurance card in here, when you verify insurance, it'll have their effective date. Sometimes it's on the card. Sometimes it's not on the card. You can get it when you call in, or you can get it if you verify. So let me back up. So let's say I was swabbing Pastor Peter. He has a PPO. Prior to swabbing him, I'm going to get all his insurance information. and I'm going to call, or I'm going to reach out to corporate, or you can reach out to me, and you can say, hey, we need insurance verified. There'll be information I need to ask for you. I'm going to put it in a portal, and I'm going to verify insurance. And I'm going to say, yep, this person verifies, their deductible will cover it, you're good to go, put them in your portal. Once you put them in your portal, you're going to fill all this out. You'll need a person's, the front and back of their insurance card, and you need their ID, their government issued ID, whether it's a passport or a driver's license. All this is mandatory. When you're getting this information, you're getting consent that they're taking the test. Everybody got that?
I got a quick question, Rabu, on verifying. You said there was 3 ways to verify, which is call the insurance company, the information on the back, corporate or yourself, correct? Those are the 3 ways?
And third will be Medicare. There'll be a Medicare portal that you can go to as well. And you can go to medicare.gov and verify as well. And you'll learn how to do that. There's a training video on our training site where you'll learn how to do that.
Quick question about calling the back of the insurance call myself. Is that something also we'd be trained on, or?
No, you just call the back of the insurance card. You'll ask the insurance company, is this a PPO or is it HMO? That's all you need to ask them. Sometimes when you call the back of the insurance card, they will not know the deductible. Some of them will. And you just ask them what's the deductible, because the deductible is important.
Okay. So
for everybody, when you call the back of the insurance card, you'll need some cards are going to say PPO on it. I know the EPO, but don't take my word for it. Verify insurance.
Right.
Okay. And so once again, the questions is what is it a PPO or HMO? And the second question is deductible.
Yes.
Okay.
And we'll talk about the deductible in a moment.
All right.
All right. And so when you're getting insurance, ladies and gentlemen, you'll make sure you get the insurance, the effective date, the policy number will be on the insurance card 9 times out of 10. Sometimes it's called a group number. Sometimes it's called a policy number. You'll have to get a picture. What I have people do is text me the picture of their ID. And this is why you had to upload a photo. We need to know that you can do these things, because people are going to text you a picture of their ID. Some of you will be able to do all this stuff on an iPad. Roger does all his stuff on an iPad. I do all mine on my laptop. All right? This can't be done on the phone. I'll make that very clear. So let's say you're on your phone. Let's say I'm swabbing Pastor Peter. I'll have him email me a picture of his ID front and back. He'll just take a picture of it and he'll email it to me, or he can inbox it to me, he can text it to me, whatever. Then I'll need to get it on my computer on my iPad or whatever, so I can upload it into the portal. Everybody got that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, next, if they have any allergies, you type down allergies, and then you'll pick their ethnicity. That's important for the test. When your portals are set up, again, you guys will have your number in here. Right now, it shouldn't say a number in here, but that's very important for the test. Now, there are 2 types of tests that we currently take with this portal. Roger, here's some good news for you. You don't know this yet, so you'll know why everybody else knows it. We'll soon be testing for heart disease. That's going to be huge.
Wow.
Big time.
And everybody will make $300 every time we test someone for heart disease. Same procedure. Swab their mouth. It goes through their genetics. Through their genetics, their DNA, the lab will be able to determine whether they're predisposed to heart disease. That's huge.
Wow.
So now people can make lifestyle changes, because heart disease is a major killer, especially in the African American community. That's huge. So we'll be able to take a heart disease test, and we'll also be able to take an Alzheimer's test to let people know if they're predisposed to Alzheimer's, so they can make certain lifestyle changes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was just approved. And we'll make $300, not $350. We'll make $300, I believe, for those 2 swabs. So you
In addition.
Wow.
So you can literally sit down
So
with.
literally, you're saying that if somebody, for right now, with the heart and the other 2, that's 3 tests you could be paid on all at once.
Yes, sir.
If somebody goes for all 3 of them.
If you're sitting there swabbing them, their insurance pays for it. It's no
Right.
cost to insurance.
That's phenomenal.
Now,
So I want everybody to hear this. If I'm sitting with you and I'll say, hey, would you like to take the swab? Once we have heart disease, you could call somebody and say, hey, would you like to take the swab to see if you're predisposed to heart disease? When you get there, you could take the swab for cancer. You could take the swab for Alzheimer's. You could take, and they'll consent to all of them because it's just simple swabs. You get all those swabs in one sitting. The heart disease is $300. Alzheimer's is $300.
Wow.
Cancer is $350, and the medical one, which is a PGX, that's $100. Guys, that's $900. That's $1,050 in one sitting.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's beautiful.
That's insane.
Man.
And Medicare pays for all of this, and their insurance pays for all of this. You can swab anyone 18 up to 85.
That was the next question. Age range.
18 to 85. Now, so let's remove heart disease and Alzheimer's out the way. Let's go with what we currently have. So if I was swabbing Henry, and he wants to take the cancer screening test to see if he's a marker for cancer, I'm going to check off CGX. When I check off CGX, I need to find, this is how people qualify. Now, I need everybody to listen to me real clear. I need you to clear your mind and listen to me real clear. In order for someone to qualify for this test, based on the preference of this laboratory, you have to have 2 people in your family, anywhere in your family, who have had cancer before, or you personally have to have cancer.
Oh, okay.
Repeat that again, please.
I'm going to repeat it a couple of times. So, Pastor Peter, I came to swab you, right? Based on the preference of this lab, because we use other labs, the preferences are different. Based on the preference of this lab, if I go to swab you, you have to have somebody in your lineage, anybody in your family who've had cancer, 2 people who've had cancer, or they personally have had cancer.
Okay.
Does everybody get that?
Yeah.
Got it.
Now, let me make something very clear. It was a discussion that went around our group, and we brought it to corporate. This is very important. We don't know why the lab wants that information. We don't know the rhyme or reason to it, because when they ask for that information, they don't ask for anything to verify. So, and I need everybody to hear me. If I'm sitting with Roger, and Roger has a PPO, and he wants to take this test, but Roger doesn't know anybody in his family who has cancer, and Roger doesn't have cancer, this is a preference for the laboratory. So we have some agents that say, look, if this person qualifies, I'm not telling you to do this, I'm just telling you, I'm making this a point because it's only a preference. It has nothing to do with science, but it's a preference for the laboratory. Preferences are like opinions. They're not facts. And Roger, I'm explaining this pretty well, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
And this is important, guys. So if I'm sitting with Roger and he says, well, look, I don't know anybody who has cancer in my family or anything like that. Some people say, okay, you don't qualify for the test. We have agents that will still swap him. This is why. So let's say, Roger, if everybody can see my mouse, look at my computer. Patient has a personal history of cancer, no. But the patient has a family history of cancer. You guys see this? Which says hereditary screening requisition, family. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you click that. When you click it, it'll say patient's family history only, or patient does not have a personal history of cancer. So let's say it's family. You click family. Then it's maternal or paternal. So let's say Roger has some, and this is where it gets tricky. So let's say it's Roger's sister. And I need everybody to clear their head and think.
Right.
If it's Roger's sister, same mother, same father, the lab wants to know whether it's maternal or whether it's paternal. Well, if it's his sister, it's maternal and paternal because they got the same mother, same father. You guys get it?
Yeah.
Did everybody understand that?
Yes.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
goes to show that it's a preference. So he would have to choose, I don't know, maternal or paternal. He's just going to pick one.
Now, Mr. Gary, can I step in there real quick?
Yep.
Because I had this situation, and I reached out to corporate, and they told me it was a father who had a son who had cancer. So they said since it was the son that it would fall under paternal. Now, so if it was the daughter and the mother had cancer, it would fall under maternal
Maternal?
because it was the mother.
Now think about that
had
for a second,
cancer.
Roger. Still, that makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
I
it's
would
almost
think
like you're
it would
saying
be
that
both.
the son gets the cancer gene from the mother, and the daughter gets the cancer gene from the father.
Or vice versa. But we
Right.
don't know,
Right.
Correct.
and they don't know.
Right.
Right, exactly.
So this is important, guys. So let's say Roger says to me, I don't know anybody in my family who has cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Things you could do, you can say, okay, Roger, you don't qualify, done. Or, and agents do this, because when you put it, let's say Roger says it's his grandfather, for an example. Well, my grandfather had cancer.
Mm-hmm.
I will type in here, grandfather,
Right.
right? Then you have to put the type of cancer. Let's say my grandfather had brain. So let's say it's brain cancer, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to put the age my grandfather was diagnosed. My grandfather was diagnosed when he was 50.
You can add that, or you can make up a number.
That's the challenge. So, because there's no way for the labs to verify, and this is their preference.
Mm-hmm.
This has
Okay.
nothing to do with
Mad preference.
this has not, and I'm saying this to you guys, but to the best of our ability, most people that you're going to talk to will have two people in their lineage who had cancer.
Mm-hmm.
But there are going to be some people who won't. And no matter what information you put in here, the lab can't verify it.
Okay.
Everybody understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not saying to don't do anything unethical, but there may be someone who wants to take this test. They qualify, they got a PPO, they want to know if they have any medicines that may adversely affect their body. They want to know if they're a marker for cancer. They want to know if they're a marker for heart disease. They want to know if they're a marker for Alzheimer's. But these are questions that the lab has a preference on, because the other lab we use, their questions are, does the mother and father have cancer? You can't even use grandfather and so on and so forth. And they test for the same thing. So it's a lab preference.
A lab preference. Okay.
Does everybody understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
Let me back up real quick, Rabu.
Yep.
So I'm looking at my own self. Okay, so my mother nor my father had cancer, but my sister passed from cancer.
Mhm.
So
Go ahead.
how would when I
Maternal.
like to get swabbed, how would I do that?
You will put her in there. You could put paternal or maternal. You will put sister. You put
Yes.
has some cancer, and you put
Mhm.
diagnosed. Got it?
Mhm.
I got that.
Now, let's say you didn't have anybody in your family that had cancer, but you want to take the test. Agents in the field, they would type, and it's important. Let's say you did put your sister here, what the cancer she had and when she was diagnosed. The lab has no way to verify that.
Correct.
Okay.
They don't want you, for HIPAA reasons, because your sister, dead or alive, not give them authorization to use her name.
True.
So they just ask for a relationship, the type of cancer, and the diagnosis. They don't ask for a social security number. They don't ask for a name. They don't ask for a phone number. They can't, because she has to give authorization.
Right.
So in essence, there's some agents that says, my cousin wants to take this swab. My cousin does not have anybody in their family who has cancer. They qualify. They want to know. So we're just going to put something in here. I'm just letting you guys know that. Because the lab can't verify whether you put something in it that's correct or whether you put something in it that's incorrect.
Correct.
Exactly. And you can you swab yourself too?
No.
Nope.
Okay. Can you swab your immediate family members?
Because
Yes.
your spouse and your children can't swab yourself.
Right.
That's right.
Okay.
And Mr. Gary,
Yes, sir.
also, the other thing was I did have a lady that was approved that was 89 years old that had Medicare, and she also had a bout with cancer as well.
But she's too old.
But it was approved, and I got
Okay,
paid.
perfect.
And I got paid
Now,
on that swap.
typically the lab will say cutoff is 85, but she got approved to 89. So
Yep.
it is what it is.
Yep.
It got approved.
Okay.
All right. And I want to let everybody know, as you do research about this space, again, it's a government insurance program. At no cost. As you do research about this space, in my opinion, I believe the labs are trying to fight to see who's going to get the cure of cancer first. That's what I believe. Because there are multiple labs all around the country that do these tests. Now, United Healthcare can do. If you have United Healthcare, you can take this test through your own insurance. The United Healthcare. If you can pay for it out of pocket if you want to go through 23andMe. 23andMe now does genetic testing. Everybody got that?
Yeah. Question, real quick. Going back to what Roger, an example where Roger was saying, if you do everything right, get the insurance verified, fill this out correctly, and it gets rejected by the lab, but we did everything right, does that count against us?
No.
Absolutely not. It won't get rejected by a lab. I'll show you where it gets rejected. It does not count against you. I'm going to show you now where it will get rejected in a minute. It won't count against you at all as long as you don't put an HMO in there.
Okay.
That's the only thing. No HMO.
So now, guys, we just went, and you're going to watch this video. You'll go back, but we just went. If someone wanted the CGX, again, so we'll go back. If they want a CGX, it's whether. If they have personal cancer, you click personal cancer, you'll follow the instructions. What type of cancer it was, ovarian, prostate, whatever, or it'll be other. It could be bone marrow, whatever. It's real simple. You just fill this out if they have cancer. If they don't have cancer, we're going to go to hereditary. And we'll put, and again, most of the time, everyone you sit down with will have a family member that have cancer. But once you put this information in here, and it has to be true, once you put this information in here, the lab cannot verify whether you put the right information or incorrect. Everybody got that? Now, what you want to be on point with is this test, and that's a PGX. Now, PGX, if we do these let's say I want to do a PGX test on Roger because he takes 2 medications. If I do just a PGX test on him, I make $25. That's it. But if I do a PGX and a CGX test together, I make $100 for the PGX test. Everybody got that? So if you do PGX as a standalone, you only make $25. But if I do a cancer test and a PGX test together, I make $100 PGX test.
Okay.
Now, the PGX test is very important, guys, because if someone's on medication, people are dying, and there are class action lawsuits against doctors and healthcare facilities because people are taking medication that just doesn't coincide with their body. And how many times have you watched a commercial, and on that commercial, it'll say, if you take a Lipitor, side effects can be, and they just read a whole list of side effects. It can cause depression. It can cause suicidal thoughts. It can cause bleeding. It can cause blah, 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 blah. We hear it every time we see a medical commercial. Everybody got that?
Yes.
Right.
Well, what the PGX test does, it lets that person know, based on your genetic makeup, these are medicines that you shouldn't be taking, and your doctor needs to come up with a different plan or different medicine. So a PGX test is important. So if someone wants a PGX test, you have to ask, are you currently taking any counter or prescription medication? If it's no, they don't qualify for the test. If it's yes, you're going to click test. And then you're going to put the medicine and the condition. It has 2 medicines. You put the medicine and what they're being treated for. Everybody got that?
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Any medical notes, typically you won't put any medical notes. Roger, I've never put a medical note. You put any medical notes?
No. Nope.
Okay. And then you'll go down to, they've read it. Now, consent. When a person sends you their driver's license, their insurance cards, they give you the information, especially if you're doing it remote. If you're not with them, you're going to have to sign their signature. Just so you know, if you're with a person, you got an iPad, they'll sign it by themselves. But let's say, Pastor Peter, if I'm swabbing you, I send it to you. And what I typically do, because I have to swab everybody that I hire. So Pastor Peter lives in Texas. I won't swab his wife or his kids, but I'll swab him. What I do, I send someone access to my portal so they can go in and fill this out, and then they can sign it on their own on their computer. Everybody got it? Do not do that with people you don't know. Do not give anybody access to your portal at all. You sign their name and because they cannot sign their name unless they're sitting with you. But you're going to swap people in different parts of the country that you're not going to be sitting with. Everybody got it?
Yes.
Yes.
And that's how you'll get their signature. So you put there, and there's a consent form that you can send them that they can read over. It's called the SOAP form. You can send them a consent form. I'll show you what it looks like, and you'll be able to get these from our Facebook pages. There's a consent form. You guys still see my screen, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Here's a signature consent form. You can send them. I've never sent one out, but this will be for your access. They're to take the test. You can send them this form. They can send it out and send it back to you, and that way, you know, you can put their signature in here. Got it?
Yes.
Yeah. Quick question.
Go ahead.
With the PGX form, well, if you're doing the PGX form by itself, you're sending in a government ID, which has ideally has a signature on it too. Are they going to compare the two if I sign it?
No. Because, okay, I'm gonna do my best to sign my signature right now. You would agree that my signature on my card will not look like this.
Right.
It's extremely hard to do a signature on here. Some people just put X, but I would recommend that everyone get a signature or some type of signature. And if you're sitting down with someone, they'll do it on the iPad. But if you're not sitting down with someone, you're gonna have to put their signature.
Okay.
And corporate knows this. If you're doing it remotely, you're gonna have to put their signature in here. So that's for PGX, and that would be the same if you were doing a CGX, because they have to sign off on the CGX as well. That'd be the signature for the CGX. Y'all got it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's going to say check insurance eligibility here. I never check that ever because we check insurance before we put them in the portal. Roger, do you use that? I never check that.
I never checked that. No, I never checked that.
Now, what some people did when they got started with our company, they would put the information in here and they would check this. They would use this for eligibility, right? And they would put HMOs in here. So you don't want to use this. You want to verify insurance before you even put anybody in this portal. Everybody got it?
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Now, once somebody's in the portal, I'll show you mine. It's going to go to patient staging. Now, for an example, these are people who qualified. Pierre qualified. I got paid on Pierre. Tamara qualified. I got paid on Tamara. Jamie qualified. I got paid on Jamie. CJ qualified. I got paid on CJ. Everybody got that? I have two portals, just to let you guys know. You guys will not have two portals. I have two portals. I use this one just for whatchamacallit. I use this for my for my employees, and I use it for training purposes. Everybody got me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Right.
Once a person is verified, if it's an X, you're going to see some notes. Agent revision. That means if you get an X, and initially it's going to be an X the first couple of days anyway. You'll have a red X until it's verified. Whenever you put somebody in the system, it's always going to be a red X until you get a green check.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get a red X, it'll say notes. If it says PC pending QC review, it's one. That means the doctors are reviewing all the information. Got it? You just wait. If you see pending QC review. If it says doctor review, just wait. If it says pending agent revision, check mark here. And you're gonna go look at the notes. Status log. This is patient insurance isn't verifiable via electronic lookup. Please let us know if you would like us to move forward and hope that the deductible is under the threshold. What happened, this deductible wasn't under the threshold.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it was rejected.
Right.
You're fine. You're not in trouble. No nothing. No marks against you. If that deductible isn't under the threshold, it's fine. Because sometimes when you verify insurance, it'll let you know if the deductible is under the threshold, but sometimes it won't. Everybody got that?
What's the threshold? The deductible threshold. Oh, what's the dollar amount?
Perfect. Let's go there now. So here's the deductible. If everybody can see our screen. So now, for an example, if you're doing a CGX testing, if the patient is getting a CGX, their remaining deductible must be $24.99 or lower. So Pastor Peter, to answer your question, I have not been to the hospital or doctor this year, thank God. My deductible is $3,000.
Right.
So I didn't qualify because my deductible was $3,000 and I haven't used any of my deductible yet.
Okay.
Yes. I follow you.
So when the company, my manager went to swab me, once I use some of my deductible, I'm going to be re-swabbed and my manager will be able to swab me. So right now I took the test. I can't take the test because my deductible has been met. I have to go to a doctor and use my deductible. I've been a doctor for preventative care, but that doesn't chop up the deductible and there's no money out of pocket. The person has to have lower than $24.99, and we'll find that out when we verify insurance. Because if you call into the company to verify insurance, it'll let you know what their remaining deductible is. Everybody got that?
Yes.
Got it.
If the deductible is over $2,499, it's going to give them a red X. It's not going to qualify. Some of them still be practice, but for the most part, it won't. In any event, your client will not be charged. They'll get a letter that says explanation of benefit. Anybody ever get a letter from the insurance company that says explanation of benefits, but charge is zero?
Right.
Yeah.
They'll get that. And it'll say zero, will be no charge. Now, for a PGX, the remaining deductible has to be lower than $499.
Gotcha.
And again, as everybody see here, we do not accept HMOs. Everybody got that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
So in other words, in your case, once you lower yours, let's say your deductible drops down to $2,100, you'll be able to take the CGX, but still not the PGX.
Exactly. And I wouldn't take the PGX anyway because I don't take medication.
Right. Exactly.
Right. But if I was on medications, I wouldn't be with this portal. Now, guys, once you guys are proficient with this portal, you're going to get access to what's called the Hippo portal. In the Hippo portal, you can take it. I'm going to be tested now. We just found out that in the Hippo portal, my deductible doesn't matter. Everybody get that? But we want everybody to use this portal 90% of the time. And you're going to want to use this portal 90% of the time because you get paid in 3 weeks. With the Hippo portal, you get paid in 60 days.
Okay, that makes sense.
So we don't use the Hippo portal unless it's Blue Cross Blue Shield and TRICARE, and you'll know, or for me. So I can tell my manager, hey man, I'm going to go ahead and use the Hippo portal because my deductible won't matter then. I can get swabbed, I will qualify, but he's not going to get paid on me for 60 days.
Wow.
But the Hippo portal will allow me to get swabbed because my deductible won't matter with the Hippo portal. So if you bump into somebody who has a deductible, they don't qualify here, then we go to the Hippo portal. But you guys will not get access to the Hippo portal until you understand this portal. Everybody got me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you have Blue Cross and Blue Shield right now, you just got to get their information and hold off until you have access to the other portal. Roger, anything I miss out on the dashboard so far?
No, I think that was on point. Everything was pretty on point.
What I'm going to do, guys, well, Roger, do you have anybody in your dashboard that you have documents on right now? So I can show them? Would you mind?
Let me see if probably not on page 1, but page 2.
Could I log into yours?
Sure.
Thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to show you something. Because you have to print out forms. Roger is one of the top agents in all of AHS. He showed you over $7,000, ladies and gentlemen. And wait until we can go back and swap for heart disease. So under PG State, you see all these, Roger's only had 2 people, and there's only 1 person that got rejected. It was just put in there twice. And Roger, why was she rejected? Whatchamacallit? Was that in the beginning? Probably HMO?
That was the very beginning when my first one, she had Medicare, but she had another insurance that was that overrode. It was an Advantage that overrode that, and that was an HMO.
Gotcha.
Because sometimes
Can you repeat that? I didn't hear that.
Yep.
Go ahead, Roger.
There go a document right there. Now, some of these are duplicates. That's why it was rejected.
Right. So, Pastor Peter, this is what happened. So, when people have Medicare, when they have Medicare, A or B or Advantage, they can have a supplemental insurance. That supplemental insurance may be an HMO.
Right. Gotcha.
Thus, that person will get rejected. Because
Okay.
HMO will override Medicare Advantage or Medicare A and B.
Okay.
But
Oh.
you'll be able to know that by verifying insurance through corporate
Okay.
or through the Medicare portal. Now, guys, this is very important. So Roger has somebody, Stacy Moulton. Roger, you brought her stuff here yesterday, though, right?
Right. So that tracking number has to go in there, correct? When they're
Right.
shipped out. Yep.
We're going to show them right now, guys. So this is what happened. So Stacy, all these other people, Roger's been paid on everybody else. But Stacy, he just swabbed her last week. So he brought a swab bot to my house. So when a person swabs, okay, back up. After you verify insurance, these are steps. Write this down. After you get your client, verify insurance, put their information into the portal, you do not swab them until you get a green check.
Okay. Okay.
Everybody got that?
Uh-huh.
These swabs cost $40 a swab. I thought at one time they said they were $40 a swab. You do not want to waste swabs. And Roger will tell you, and he hasn't attested this. If people, we won't even, you get your swabs from me.
Okay.
Corporate mails them to me. I mail them to you once you become a manager. If you're remote, if you really got this thing down packed, I'll say corporate, you can mail them swabs directly. But typically you're going to get your swabs from me as your manager, and I'm going to get them to you. You take a person's information. You make sure that the doctor gives you a green check.
Okay.
Don't swab them. Everybody got that?
Got it. So once again, the steps are verify insurance.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Put in
Make
the
sure
dash.
all the information is in the portal correctly.
Yeah.
Right.
And then wait for green check.
And then swab.
Put them and swab them, or you mail them the swab. Like Pastor Peter, you're saying, I'm gonna mail you the swab with a self-addressed envelope. You gonna mail it back to me, then I'm gonna send it in.
Gotcha.
Now, all the information that you got from the person will come in these files. These files are very important. The PGX and CGX. So Roger swab, Stacy. These are her requisition forms. The doctor will sign off on the test, and these requisition forms will show up right here. Got it? Then you will click on them. I'm gonna click on them real fast, but I'm not gonna download it. You click on it, and those are her requisition forms. You're gonna have to print those up. That's her personal information, so I didn't want to download it.
Right.
You're gonna have to print those up, and on the forms, in the top right-hand corner of the form, you're gonna write the doctor's codes. The doctor's codes are located in Telegram. You guys get it? And I'm gonna show you
In
that.
Telegram.
So let me stop sharing my screen for a second so you guys can see me. Everybody sees me?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
to show you. Okay, here's one that's being mailed in today. Oh, okay. His swabs are getting to me today. I'm like, huh? So here's one. The swabs get here during the mail. I'm like, where's the darn swab? So here's a bag of swabs. 4 grand of swabs here, right? So let me open one. Has a swab in it. So here's a swab that goes to my friend Diaz. So Diaz, he swabs. Mr. Diaz. So Diaz works with us as well. So he lives in North Carolina. So he mails me his swabs. There are 2 people that he swabbed. They'll go in the bag. We have medical bags, hazmat bags. The swabs will go in the bag. This is what the swab looks like before with no serum in it. This is what swab looks like with nothing in it. Video swabbing. So he swabbed his folks. He mailed them to me. There are 2 swabs. They go in this bag with these requisition forms. This is a PGX swab and a CGX swab. I don't handle swabs without gloves once they go in the bag. So this is a PGX swab and a CGX swab. Inside the bag are the requisition forms, those downloads that I just showed you. In the top right-hand corner, you're gonna have to write the doctor's code in the top right corner. Every doctor has their own code. I got that.
Yeah.
So Miss Terry, if I'm swabbing you, I'll swab you. I'll verify your insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll put it in the system. Then I'll wait for the doctor to sign off on everything and give me the green light.
Right.
I'll come meet with you and I'll swab you. Once I
Right.
swab you, I'll come back to my computer and print up the forms. Once I put up these forms, and on the tube, ladies and gentlemen, on every tube, you have to write the person's date of birth and full name.
Okay.
You gotta write, and it's real small, so you gotta write small. You gotta
Right.
write date of birth and full name on the tube. So when I swab Miss Terry, I'm gonna put everything in his bag with paperwork has to be in a bag. Then I'm gonna mail it to corporate in a UPS laboratory bag.
Okay.
When corporate sends the shipping, we don't have to pay for shipping.
Amen.
Now, Pastor Peter, you live in Arizona. So with you, I'm going to pay for the shipping. It's going to be $4 to send you a self-addressed envelope. And there's a certain envelope we use from the post office because it's padded and only costs $1.50.
Yeah.
Post in Arizona is probably going to cost me $3. So I'm going to send you first class some swabs. I'm going to send you your swabs to swab yourself, and I'm going to send you extra swabs so you can use out in the field.
Please.
When I send you your swabs, then I'm going to send you a self-addressed envelope, one of them with another envelope in there. I'm going to pay for it. And you just go swab. You're going to swab yourself, send it back to me. I'm going to put up the requisition forms here. I'm going to put the doctor code forms on them. I'm going to put this in the bag, send it into the laboratory. Boom, we're done.
Gotcha.
Everybody got that?
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
And Roger and I, we joke. Like, this is especially the PGX. The PGX, the heart disease coming up is amazing. Cancer is important too, because people want to know if they're a marker. We joke about this, but this company is really printing money.
Oh yeah.
Like, when we're able to do heart disease and Alzheimer's, and this is important because I want to take the test for heart disease and see if I'm a marker so I can make necessary changes. Heart disease is a silent killer. I want to know. Now, obviously, we hear things like don't eat sugar, try not to do this, exercise, blah, 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 blah. But if I'm a marker for it, I'm going to do extra stuff. Now, well, I'll be here till I'm 200 years old. You know, we never know what the Lord's plan is, but I'm going to do everything I can in my power to live right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I want to take as many tests as I can. If it can give me, based on genetics and based on DNA now, science is amazing. It can say, look, you need to chill out on eating the pig feet too much. Oh, but y'all get the point. Nope. And so we get these, we send it in. It's out. You get paid. Now let's go back to the screen. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, and we're almost done, guys. We went over because initially, and Pastor Peter, I saw your note. You know, in the onboarding process, I will make sure that people do Telegram stuff prior to, but I really need to see it.
I understand.
I saw your note. Thank you. All right. So let's go here. Roger did that. Roger made sure everyone was Telegram prior to, but then we still got to add to the thing. So it would have been much quicker. We probably spent 15 minutes doing that, which we didn't have to. So, okay, guys, we're back here. We're out of the portal for now. We'll go back to it. So now, later on today, our IT department is going to send everybody an email. And you guys, you can go to the site, but you cannot get in. You have to get your badge. You have 3 days to get your badge. Badges cost $25. Go get your badge. Once you get your badge, it's going to show up in corporate's thing. Corporate let me know that you got your badge, so I don't have to ride you for a badge. Don't get your badge, you don't get paid. You got 3 days to get your badge, it's $25. All right? Here, you get an email to go grab your badge. Let me pull up the script. So this is what I do. We have a script here. The script works great. We have what's called the passive script. Let me pull this up. All right, everybody see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is what I typically do if it's one of my cousins, friends, or whatever. First thing you do, you're going to take a picture of your badge and your HIPAA certification picture. Same picture you sent in with your paperwork, take a little picture of it. So let's say I'm swabbing Russell, who's on right now. Russell's a friend of mine. I'm going to text Russell a picture of my ID badge and a picture of my HIPAA certification. then I'm gonna call Russell. You know, well, hey man, how's the family? You know, blah 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 blah. Our regular talk. Hey, did you get the text that I sent? He's gonna say yes. I'm gonna say I just started a new job with a cancer research and prevention company called Advanced Healthcare Solutions. They believe that the test will help save lives and prevent more people from getting cancer. I took the test, and it was pretty simple, and I'm glad I did. Would you mind taking the test? It will help my job, and obviously, it's very important, you know, to help with cancer. You don't have to say cancer sucks, but you know, that's the slogan now, cancer sucks. And they just wait for their response. Now, this is very, very, very important. Based on insurance, we cannot offer monetary gifts for swabs. Everybody got it?
Yes.
However, you can give a gift. I give a Visa gift card, but this says optional. You do not have to give a gift. You don't. Some people do. I give a Visa gift card for a disclosed amount. I'm letting you know right now, it's under 40, it's under $50, okay? But it's a gift card. You can take someone out to lunch, so on and so forth. But with Medicare is the biggest problem. With Medicare, you can't incentivize at all. I want to make that very clear. And every once in a while, Sandra's going to post on Telegram, no gifts or swabs. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
But if anyone has an insurance license, if you're insured, it'll say that you technically, if you give a gift to someone, let's say you're doing HR insurance. You can't give one gift to somebody because they took the policy and somebody didn't. You have to give everybody the same gift. That's how it works if you're insured. You do like corporate insurance. If you're going into an employee's office, you have everybody there. It's open enrollment. You can't say, hey, it's open enrollment. You take this test, I'll give you a trip to Mexico. You have to give everybody a gift. So it's real sketchy when it's giving gifts. So in writing here, that's why it says optional. Don't offer anything monetary, okay? Some people offer anything at all. I'm just letting you know. I got agents like, I'm not giving anybody anything. I'm just taking the test. Me, I do it. You know, I say, if you take the test, you'll get, you know, blah, blah, blah. But we can't put in writing or tell you what to give because based on insurance laws, it's only certain things that you can give. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And this is for people you know. If you are doing a health fair, and you're at a health fair, we do a lot of health fairs, don't give anything. This is called a passive script for people you know.
Okay.
If you're in public at a health fair,
okay,
they'll send doctors to be there with you as well. Don't offer anything, not a piece of candy.
Okay.
Test. Has everybody got that?
Yes.
Got it.
This is for people you know. Because you can offer things based on insurance, but it's real sketchy. For those who are insured with insurance, you know this. You can offer things, but it's just real sketchy. So if you're at a health fair, don't offer anything. Just get them to come over to your table. Like you can do raffles. But you cannot offer individual things. You can do raffles to get people to come to your table, but you cannot do anything to get them to take a test.
Okay.
Everybody got that?
Yes.
All right. So then you say, okay, now here's the script. Okay, let's see if you qualify. Then you just start, and the reason why we're asking these questions in this order, because we're asking people up front, well, hey, what's your insurance? That seems a little intrusive. This walks slowly into saying, okay. So the first question, okay, let's see if you qualify. Have you ever had a family member have cancer that you know of? They'll say, yeah. What's your relationship to them? Have you ever taken a cancer screening test? If they've taken a cancer screening test before, you cannot give them the test. This is a once in a lifetime test. So if you if a person has taken this test before, you cannot administer this test. This is a once in a lifetime test. Does everybody got that?
Yeah.
And for clarification, when you say cancer screening test, you're talking about a genetic cancer screening test.
Yep, the CGX.
Okay.
Now, obviously, guys, once we're able to offer the heart disease test and the Alzheimer's test,
yes,
this is going to be modified.
Yeah, exactly.
So now you'll ask them, do you have an HMO or PPO? And they'll let you know. They say HMO right then and there, done.
Yeah, you know you can't do it.
Hey,
Do it.
hey, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Hey, if this is Kavika Rich, if they have a done a cancer screening test, but they haven't done the heart test, then you can still do the heart test, even though the heart test alone doesn't pay the same thing, and they say it's not as cost effective.
You can still do the heart test when we're able to do it. You'll make $300.
That's not. Yeah, that ain't. Yeah.
Oh, what about the pharmacy test?
That's $100. You can still do that.
Okay, that's $100. Now that's
You can do
$100.
both of them.
So let me back up. That's
You
20,
do both of them.
Yeah, it's 100.
That's 25 by itself, though.
right.
Okay.
So,
Yep,
so
yep,
you
yep.
ask me, if you ask me and I say, yes, I've had this test before, the cancer screening test, then you can say, well, hey, do you want to take the medical one? And you can make $25. Got it?
Yep.
Guys, go ahead. Okay, I thought you had another question. But guys, again, no HMOs, no HMOs, no HMOs, no HMOs, no HMOs.
No HMOs.
I'm going to email you guys the script so you'll have this script. So let's go
Okay.
back, because we're winding down on some things. Let's go back to PowerPoint. Okay. Again, guys,
The badge.
by the end of
I
today,
need to get my badge.
by the end of today, you guys are going to be emailed the link where you'll be able to log in here and get your badge. Got 3 days to get your badge. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me read. These are some important. So, AHS prospecting. You can reach out to people you know, obviously. You can organize events with large groups. You can participate in expos, health fairs. You can contact senior citizens facilities and senior apartment complexes. You can. You can get referrals from people that have been tested. However, based on insurance, the referral must call you. So, Ms. Terry, if I swab you and I say, hey, can you go swab Brahim? Technically, Brahim is supposed to call me.
Okay.
That's my friend. If you give him as a referral to me, which you wouldn't, you're going to swab on your own, I'm going to call him. But technically, the referral is supposed to call you because we cannot solicit people. Everybody got that?
Yes.
Now, you cannot solicit.
Wait. Can you repeat that again? Because so in other words, if you swab me and I know of people, I can tell them to call you, but you can't call them.
Yeah, by Medicare, I can't call them.
By Medicare, but the other one?
With other insurances, you can, but the fact that we take Medicare, we just got to tell you guys the stipulations.
Okay.
Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Medicare, you can't call. It's considered soliciting.
Right.
And because we accept Medicare, with Medicare, you do anything fraudulent, they lock you up. So we're giving everybody the rules based on Medicare. Now with Aetna, with Blue Cross Blue Shield, there are different rules. You can call them. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The next thing here, you cannot solicit Medicare beneficiaries. You cannot approach people on the street. You cannot make cold calls or use a calls list. And you cannot contact assisted living facilities. Got it? Because unfortunately, some people in assisted living facilities, they do not have power of attorney over themselves. You can't.
Right.
Swab if somebody else has power of attorney over their decisions. Y'all got that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you're going to be able to access this again. Everything you see here, you'll be able to access it again, and you'll get the recording. Now, AHS pays their agents very well. Agents are responsible for obtaining all marketing materials based on AHS's payment structure. OneSwab will pay for your marketing materials. Marketing materials, we have brochures. The brochures are the best marketing material that we have, in my opinion. They're very good. You will need them for health fairs. I'm going to tell you what I do with brochures. I take brochures, I put them in doctor's offices. I take brochures, I put them at dealerships. I take brochures, I put them out where people are going to be sitting and reading brochures with my contact information on it. Everybody got it?
Mm-hmm.
How do you get your contact information on them?
When you order a brochure, you can customize them in the order process.
All right, very cool.
Well, some of the brochures, you'll have to put a label on it. Those are the only ones you can't customize. Everything else you can customize in marketing. Brochures, you have to put a label on it. A quick Avery label. There's a space at the top, back of the brochure for you to put a label on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Everybody got that?
Yes.
Okay, again.
Yeah, is it a good idea to get a separate line for when people are calling this instead of your own personal answering
You can use a Google
system
Voice
or
and
what?
things of that nature. Yeah, you can. You can. You can. You know, if you don't want anybody calling you directly, sure. I have like multiple phone numbers. I have multiple businesses, so I have multiple phone numbers for different businesses. So yes, you can get Google Voice. And there are videos online to show you how to get a Google Voice number for those who need one. All right? Everything that you do also is tax deductible, just let you guys know that. Moving on. We went over this already. We went over this in the back office, telemed, patient screening. We went over all this. We went over hereditary. If we're doing a CGX or PGX, we went over all of this already. That's PGX. Went over that. Requisition forms. We showed you by looking at Rogers back office that you'll have to download the requisition form, the SOAP notes, the medical history forms, and put them in the bag. We went over that. I'll go over that again. Now, processing and swabbing a client. Be very careful when you swab clients. You do not want to contaminate the swab. Don't touch it. People cannot eat 30 minutes, put anything in their mouth 30 minutes prior to being swabbing. I tell people 45 minutes. They cannot eat or drink, chew gum, anything in their mouth 45 minutes prior to swabbing. Everybody got that?
Yes.
When I send a swab to someone, I also send them this video that we're about to see. Click on it. And
OraCollect DNA is designed for the self-collection and stabilization of DNA from human oral samples. Each OraCollect DNA packaging contains one collection kit for single use. Donors should not eat, drink, smoke, or chew gum for 30 minutes before collecting sample. Open package from the end with the Open Here arrow. Remove collector by its handle from the packaging. Ensure the sponge tip does not come into contact with any surface prior to collection. Place sponge as far back in the mouth as comfortable. Caution should be used when inserting sponge into mouth to avoid choking. Rub along lower gums in a back and forth motion. Gently rub 10 times in total. Repeat rubbing motion on opposite side along lower gums for another 10 times. Hold the tube upright to prevent the blue liquid inside the tube from spilling. Unscrew the blue cap from the tube without touching the sponge. Turn the cap upside down. Insert the sponge into the tube and close cap tightly. Invert the capped tube and shake vigorously 15 times. OraCollect DNA is an easy, non-invasive way to collect and stabilize DNA from human oral samples.
That's simple enough. You guys will have this video as well, and obviously you're going to get this recording.
And they're not wearing gloves, so I guess it's not necessary to wear gloves.
No, they should. I'm wearing them.
I will wear them too, but
I'm
I
wearing
see that they don't have them in that video.
That's just a video, bro. Non-latex.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I would recommend.
And for an example, now.
But I guess it's because they're doing it to themselves. Maybe I don't know.
Right,
but I would.
Gloves to swab themselves. Now, for an example, team members drop off swabs for me all the time. I never open his bag. You got me? When somebody drops swabs to me, they stay in the bag. If they didn't put the right information on this, they're not getting paid. I don't correct anything. When it's in his bag, if I do open the bag, I got gloves. I would use gloves to open the bag, but I don't open the bag. Got it? So just to be safe. Now,
so before we send you our first few bags, it's probably good to send you a photocopy of exactly what we're sending in that bag to make sure that it's done correctly.
No, you don't. You'll watch this video again. It's fairly
okay.
Yep.
Right. Yep.
Now, this is what a swab looks like. We get our swabs. You get your swabs from me or your manager, or you get them from Vernon. Once we establish a relationship and we let Vernon know it's okay, Vernon's one of the owners. Vernon will send you swabs until we understand that you are proficient with using everything. Get your swabs from us. Once we find out that you are proficient, you will have your own lifeline to Vernon. Vernon will send you swabs, and everything will be good. Everybody got that?
Yeah.
Now, also, when you get these UPS packs, every once in a while, you might get one that's defective. So always check the size of them. And I always check the size because if they're size sometimes are open. So we've had that happen when we had to, retape a bag. Got it? Timesheets. Take note of this. Well, this is what a timesheet looks like. As it currently stands, you have to know how to use Excel. And all you have to do is just fill in some fields. If you don't know how to use Excel and you don't have Excel on your computer, you can use Google Docs. There's a video on YouTube that shows you how to use Google Docs. So you have to use Excel. Let me show you guys something. So I have timesheets that are sent in today. Here's a timesheet that's going in today. On your timesheet, these are all team members who have swabs in. I did 3 personal swabs. Here's swabs that got dropped off or mailed to me today. And there are more swabs that I'll be adding to the timesheet once I go meet up with somebody today. Everybody got that? You'll fill in your timesheet. Your supervisor will be me or will be Roger. You'll put your name here. Well, no, your timesheet will look different. That's the supervisor timesheet. Sorry. Where's your timesheet? I'll delete those timesheets. I sent it out in the email. I'm going to my email, show you guys what your timesheets look like. Now, note this down. Timesheets are due Friday at 5 p.m., whether you have production or not. Everybody got that? If you don't have production, you're just going to send me an email that says no production. Let me show you. So here's some. Here's the subjects. Some people put no production, like Marcus just basically said, no production regards. Y'all see that? If you have no production, timesheets are due 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're at work, you don't think you're gonna be able to get it in, send your timesheet in early. If you don't have any production, just send it and says no production. Like Jennifer, she had production here, so she sent the timesheet in. Timesheet here, and this what an agent timesheet looks like. She put me as the supervisor. Okay. She put her name. She put her person's name, class name. The laboratory that we use is called Elite. They're being shipped out today, and her timesheet doesn't have a tracking number on it, but I gave her tracking number. She sent it to me prior to the tracking number, but the tracking number is on the master sheet that I sent in so you guys can get paid. Everybody got that? So she sent me her timesheet. This is $700 worth of swabs here. There's 2 swabs. But she didn't have the tracking number because she mailed them to me so I can mail them to the lab. Okay. But if she would have had a laboratory bag at her house, because corporate sent her a laboratory bag, she would have put the tracking number right in here. Everybody got that?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, so
No,
for
go
me, I'm sorry, go ahead. Yeah, I'm in Hawaii. And so, wow. I'm in Hawaii, so am I sending my timesheets back to the mainland or directly to someone or to the laboratory all the time?
Now, you're in Hawaii. We're going to get things set up where everything comes to you and it goes directly to the laboratory because it's very expensive to ship from Hawaii.
Yep.
So we're going to have corporate send you things directly, and then you're going to send yours directly to corporate.
Okay.
You will not have to mail anything to Roger or me because you'll be paying out the wazoo to do so.
Right. And then if I'm sending individuals back on the mainland their package and putting a return address in them, should I have them return them to my manager in the mainland versus back to me here?
Yes, absolutely. So, perfect. If you're sending someone something in Texas, you ship it to them, then you put a self-addressed envelope so it can come to Roger or come to me. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Now, want everybody to take this note, very important. New York, anyone in New York, we only accept Medicare in New York. That's it. New York doesn't take any insurance except for Medicare, PPO. Everybody got that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
New York doesn't take any insurance except for Medicare, PPO. All right? Now, lastly, and we're pretty much done. Oh, nope, we're not done. Some documents I got to show you guys. Very important documents.
What's that sign saying? We make $4,800 every month.
Actually, I have to change that. That was a goal of mine to make $1,000 a month.
84,000.
But I surpassed that 4 months in a row. I made over 100 grand. So I need to change
Wow.
125,000. It's just an affirmation I stuck around my house for a while until I was making over $100,000 a month.
Mm.
All right, so what we changing it to?
I'm changing it to 125.
Good 150.
Oh, thank you. So here's some requirement, guys. So all of you are going to be emailed this today.
Okay.
Your badge, you must order your badge within it's 3 days, but it's 2 days, it's 3 days. But you must order your badge in 3 days. Time sheets are due Friday by 5 p.m. in your time zone. In your time zone.
Mm-hmm.
In your time zone. Let me make that very clear. Time sheets are due 5 p.m. in your time zone, not Eastern Standard Time. So Pastor Peter, 5 p.m. your time zone.
Oh, wow.
I got it down, baby.
Okay.
Your time zone. So Hawaii.
5 p.m. is going to be 5 o'clock.
It's just an email.
Well, it's going to, on the East Coast time, that email will get to you sometime around.
It don't matter. It's an email. It's not going to disturb anybody.
No.
Now, all new hire agents are required to do at least one swab per week after your first month. So your first month, guys, there's no quotas. After your first month, one swab a week. Everybody got it?
Yes.
Yeah.
AHS does not currently, you're going to get this, so you guys will have this in writing. AHS does not currently accept any HMOs. If an agent does not properly check insurance qualifications and submit 3 HMOs, your contract with HMO with AHS will be terminated.
Say that again, please.
AHS does not accept HMOs. If you put any HMOs in these portals, 3 or 4, you will be fired.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to make sure you verify,
really?
because the company has to pay every time somebody puts an HMO in the system.
Mm.
So you have to verify insurance. You'll verify insurance through me. You'll verify it through Mighty. You'll verify it through Vernie. You'll verify it through Sandra. But you'll verify it on your own by calling the back of the number on the card. But you have to verify insurance. No HMOs in the portal.
I know.
Got it.
Also, all marketing materials must be AHS approved. They will terminate you because we have compliance we have to adhere to. Do not make any marketing materials. Don't make any business cards. Don't make any hats. Don't make any shirts. Don't make anything above. They have everything at ahsmarketing.com. You'll get an email so you can go get your materials. Business cards are very, very inexpensive. You cannot do a trade show without business cards. AHS are required to have Telegram and Facebook, which everyone has, because that's where 100% of the communication takes place. Everybody got that?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to stop this. You'll get this form. So now we're just going to do a little bit of a recap. Let's see if we have everybody here. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a recap. First of all, does anyone have any questions?
Yes, I do.
Well, hold on for 1 second. This is very important, guys. All new hires must be swabbed by your hiring manager. All new hires must be swabbed by your hiring manager. So case in point, you guys, But by now you know Russell's the manager about. Let's say Russell was your best friend. I mean, not Russell, Roger. Roger's your best friend. Roger said, hey, man, go get this job with AHS. Either he swabbed you before you got the job with AHS, which is fine. If he didn't, when you get the job with AHS, you have to swab with your hiring manager. Company policy. Everybody got it?
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Now, some of you will qualify to be managers. And managers is a lot of work. You have to do trainings like this. You got to do paperwork. It's a lot of work. However, once you do 25 CGX swabs, you qualify to be interviewed to be a manager. Managers make more money, but managers have more responsibility. So for an example, Hawaii, I didn't pronounce your name correctly. Brother Rich, I'll just go with Rich. Daryl's in Michigan now, right, Daryl?
Yes.
Daryl's in Michigan. You know, I've known Daryl for a while. I'm sure he can knock this out. Daryl will probably soon be one of our managers. Just giving an example. You know, we don't have a manager in Michigan. Now, we can have manager in multiple states. Hawaii, we definitely need a manager like yesterday. So get your 25 swabs out of the way so you can become manager. That's for everybody. That applies to everybody. A manager can hire anywhere in the country. You don't have to hire in your territory. Everybody got that? Manager's more responsible. Let me close my door. The wild heathens have awakened.
Yeah, she's coming.
Oh, boy. All right, so managers is, manager position, I would recommend it, but it's work. Okay, let me not say I would recommend it. You have to get in timesheets. You got to fire people. You got to hire people. Like, unfortunately, tomorrow I have to fire 5 people. And just to let you know why they were fired. 5 of them. They did not turn in timesheets 4 weeks in a row. Benito. And I know that sounds crazy, but I have a job to do, and I have a job to do. They have a job to do. Get your time. Some people, like, I start to get time sheets Wednesday and Thursday. People set alarms on their phone, and again, even if you don't have any production, you just send a quick thing in. Not a text message. I have to take the emails, put them on the form, and send them up to corporate. Roger has to take the emails, put them on the form, send them to me. But make sure you turn your time in. And the reason why they're so adamant about communication is because you're out in the field on your own. The clock, nobody's doing it. They need to make sure that the resources that they've spent to get you hired, to send you swabs, to make sure you're able to go do your job, they need to make sure that their money's not going to waste. So all they ask is that you turn in your timesheet or acknowledge Friday by 5 p.m. whether you have production or not. Real simple stuff. Any questions? It's question time. There's no wrong question. And then I'm gonna do a real quick recap. Any questions?
So our first time she will be this Friday, right?
Hold on, that was Henry. Go ahead, Henry, say it again.
So our first time she will be this Friday, right?
First time sheet?
Yeah.
It will be next Friday for you.
Yeah, because we have not this Friday, next Friday.
Yeah, Friday coming up. Anybody else have a question?
Yes. In the back portal that you were talking about, it says you have to have the 2 doctor checks that go green before you can do the swab. How does that work? What's the time frame of that? And how does that work with, like, at a health fair? Can you just?
Perfect. So I'm at a health fair, right, Daryl? I'm at a health fair. I'm collecting information, so on and so forth. I collect your information on the spot. I can't verify insurance on the spot. So I'm just collecting your information, blah, 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 at the health fair. When I get home, I'm going to verify the insurance.
And then I'm going to call you back.
Then I'm going to put it in the system. Once it's verified in the system and it's green, then I'm going to connect with you to get your scores.
So then that's either you do the swabs directly with them, or after you send it out to them, or you go meet up with them after.
Right. And if it's not green in the back office,
don't do it. No swab. You got it.
Sometimes it could take a doctor. I'm letting you guys know. Sometimes it can take a doctor up to 7 days to verify. If it says awaiting QC, you'll see it. It'll say waiting. That's fine. Just leave it alone. If it says agent revision, that means you need to reach out. You need to read the note and reach out to corporate, because corporate needs to find out why it's not going through with the lab, with the doctor. Got me?
And
So-
one other clarification about the Blue Cross, because the population around this area where I'm currently at is a lot of Blue Cross for the state of Michigan.
Right?
What portal does that get put through?
It don't. They don't take it.
No. Once you do
No,
4
right?
swabs, once you do 4 swabs with the regular portal, you will then have access to the HIPAA portal.
Okay.
There's some exceptions made, but not many. Once the company makes sure that you're proficient with the portal that you're about to say, that does not take Blue Cross Blue Shield,
Mm-hmm.
then you'll have access to the portal that takes Blue Cross Blue Shield.
And that's HIPAA.
Got you?
So if we don't have access for the first 4 swabs, I may have missed this when you first started. Do we still do it and someone else puts it into a system because AHS does take Blue Cross Blue Shield, or we just have to put those folks off?
No. So right now, let's say I'm brand new. I don't have access to the HIPAA portal. I'm brand new.
Mm-hmm.
But all my family members are Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Right.
I'm going to take their information and get it verified.
Mm-hmm.
Once those 4 swabs are verified, I'm going to take their information and get them verified. They're verified. Good. I'm going to call corporate. I'm going to say, hey, I don't have access to the Blue Cross Blue Shield portal. I only have access to this portal. These 4 people are verified. Can I get them in the system? Then corporate's going to get them in the system for you. You're going to get paid on it.
But
Okay.
it's going to be in 6 weeks, 60 days,
And with that portal,
60 days.
60 days after it hits the line.
Right. Got
it?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, another question going back to Daryl's question about doing a health fair or something. So we're at the health fair. We have a tent. We want to swab people, but we haven't gotten them cleared. We don't swab at these health fairs, is what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Not at the, nope. Just information.
Now, in the past, we did allow people to swab at health fairs. Here was the challenge. Swabs were being wasted because they weren't getting verified. So I could swab you all day long, and then I go home, put the information HMO. You showed me people on the card. You got an HMO. You got Medicare Advantage that has a supplement, which is an HMO. Are you with me?
Yep, it don't work.
So you cannot swab on the spot.
Mm-mm.
And so at health fairs is basic. So where is there any environment where we need those tents then, if we're not doing it in an open type of environment, or would, if I go to a fitness center, am I putting up a tent? Because this verification takes a while to get.
Verification could take 24 hours. It could take a week. We don't swab anybody until it's verified.
All right, let me get one quick clarification on this since we're talking health fair. What is the information that we can collect per HIPAA law at like a health fair to reach
all of the information in that form? Everything that you can collect, all of it.
Okay.
Now, let me make this clear. There are some instances where the company will send doctors with you to health fairs. If a doctor goes with you to a health fair, you can swab at the health fair. Everybody got that?
Got it.
The doctor is with you at a health fair, and this is rare. You can swab at a health fair. All right. Any other questions?
So when we get this information from people, can we can't even give them the packet to do it themselves and send back to us once we get them verified? Or you don't want anything. So I'm at a health fair and I meet someone. I've got to actually mail them that or go out to see them personally in order to get that swab after, these are days, 3 days after the health fair. Now I'm getting them confirmed. Now I got to go and find 100 people that I've seen at the health fair.
As it stands now, yes.
Wow.
Don't do health fairs.
Let me say this. We have people
Stay away from health fairs.
We have people sending in hundreds of swabs a week. This is not a deterrent. We have people sending in hundreds of swabs a week. This has not been a deterrent at all.
Okay.
So if you make it a deterrent in your mind, it will be a deterrent. But that's what we, unfortunately,
no doubt.
unfortunately, that's status quo. That's modus operandus.
Okay.
Anybody else? Any other question? There's no wrong question. You may be muted out if you're trying to ask a question. All right. Well, this concludes our training. So here's the deal. I want everybody to look out for an email. Roger, I'll send you the email where you can forward. Everybody look out for an email. You're going to get a timesheet. I will be reaching out and I'll send you an email. If I'm your hiring manager, you're going to get an email from me. You're going to get an email from me so I can verify your insurance so we can get you in the portal. This is what's going to happen. You're going to send me your information, but I'm going to walk you through the portal so you can know how to use the portal. Everybody got that?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a PO, you're going to send me your information. I'm going to verify insurance. Once I verify insurance, we're going to do a screen share like this so I can walk you through so you can learn how to use the portal so we can make sure you're proficient. Because first of all, I would like you guys to be in the Hippo portal, and I need to make sure you're proficient. Hey there. I'm working. Go, take them with you.
Hey, quick question again.
Yes.
You said, now, again, I'm just thinking of these hypotheticals. This isn't my situation, but it is in the situation of my wife. All right. So you said every person that we bring in has to be swabbed by the manager. What if that person is not qualified, already done a swabbing in their lifetime, or something like that, then the manager can't swab them.
Then nobody can swab.
Right.
Nobody can swab them.
Right, and that's anyone who's looking. That's anybody. When I say break, okay, let me back up for a second, guys. For everybody, this applies to everybody. This is not network marketing. We cannot recruit here. This is not network marketing. We're not bringing anybody in at all. The only way a person gets a job with AHS, as an independent contractor, they have to go to AHS's website, fill out an application, attach a resume, and choose a hiring manager. We don't recruit here. There's no overrides. We don't make money off of folks. There's none of the above. This is a job, which is independent contractors. So I want to let everybody know that. So to rephrase that, what I was saying is, let's say I have a cousin who lives in Pennsylvania. Roger lives in Pennsylvania. I call Roger. Hey, Roger, my cousin wants a job with AHS. Can you get a job with AHS? He's gonna have to go through an interview process with Roger. Anyway, Roger can say yay or nay, period. So I send my cousin, he fills out the information with Roger. So I did not swab my cousin. He got hired. He will swab with Roger. Now, if I swab my cousin prior to, then my cousin got hired with the company, nobody to swab with. So if I know I want to introduce my cousin to this for a job, I'm going to swab him first and make $350 or $300 or $1,000, depending on what I'm going to swab him with, or I'm not going to swab him. He's going to get a job with the company, and Roger's going to swab him. Can I clear that up?
Yep.
Gotcha. Anybody else?
Now here's another question too. When we're out, because I think health fairs are the way to go. I can care less how long it takes. to get paid and anything, but they're a good source of people. The as a contractor, if I have someone working with me at that health fair, they at least have to have their HIPAA certification.
They got,
you know, someone taking names.
Go ahead, say it again.
If I have, you know, my daughter or my wife or somebody there to help get other names and the information that we need to send into corporate to find out if they're qualified, do they have to have at least HIPAA certification to be able to do that?
Absolutely.
To assist.
Absolutely. If they're there with you, assisting you, they're not even an AHS employee. They have to be. You have to make sure that they have HIPAA certification. If you get audited, so at health fairs, I forget the name of the compliance. It's a compliance division that pop up at health fairs, and they'll question. So I'll find out what the name of it. Yes. So my cousin's helping me. They're not employed. They're just helping me. They're asking people to come to the table, blah, blah, blah. They need HIPAA certification. But now in most cases, if you're going to do something like that, you'll do it with neighboring or, you know, because it'll be a calendar in a moment where you'll be able to see in different states. So we do not have two people at a health fair at a time. That can't help it. That can't happen. So let's say you're in a big island and there's somebody else who works there with AHS and you apply for this health fair first, and then they apply for the health fair, they're going to have to, even if they pay money and they can't get a refund, they cannot do the health fair there. So what we do, you get with somebody in your area, you know, you'll be able to see a calendar where health fairs are taking place, and you can go join and ask that person, hey, would you like me to come with you? Because obviously the more people there, the faster you can get through people, you know. So to answer your question, we try to do that with other folks that are in AHS, but if not, yeah, if your cousin's doing it for you, they have to be HIPAA certified.
Perfect.
What?
Anybody else? Any other questions?
Yeah, one more question on my end. The other day you talked about like you thought there was like 15 states that did Medicaid as well. Do you know what states those are?
Yep, they are in your dashboard, Daryl, but I'm going to pull it up real quick and show you guys where to find it. When you log back, and everybody's logging to their dashboard, when you log back into your dashboard, let's go here. We're going back, we'll go into my dashboard. When you go to your dashboard, you see my dashboard?
Yes.
Yes.
Medicaid, right down here. I'm sorry, these are states that take Medicaid. Colorado, CGX only. And I know you have a medical facility in Colorado, CGX only in Colorado, but they take Medicaid. Georgia, Kansas, Kentucky, Montana, New Mexico, Ohio, Oregon, South Carolina, Texas, Wisconsin. You can take Medicaid. Got it?
Got it.
Now, I showed you guys this earlier. New York only accepts Medicare. That's it. They don't accept Aetna. They don't accept Blue Cross Blue Shield. They don't accept United Healthcare. They don't accept TRICARE. Only Medicare in New York, which sucks. All right, and that's in your dashboard. Any other questions, anyone? All right, well, my goal is always to get this training done in 2 hours. We was delayed a little bit in the beginning. It's all good. But now look out for an email today with, you're gonna get your timesheets. You're gonna get instructions to send me your insurance so we can get it verified for those who are hired. You're gonna get the requirements for AHS. And then I want you to request, if you know that you're gonna be swabbing some folks, like you're gonna be swabbing some folks, request some swabs, and I'll get some swabs out to you. But we know we never start with more than 5 swabs. We typically do 4. We'll get them out to you right away. Probably get them in the mail today. All right. If you know that you have people that you believe are PPOs, we still have to get it verified, that you're going to swab, just put in the email, hey, can you send me X amount of swabs? I get about 25 swabs. I get a package of 25 swabs every 2 days. On. Roger, you have swabs on you, correct?
Yes.
I just got a package yesterday, 25. So I got swabs, guys.
I have
So
a package of 25.
you got 25.
So,
Yep.
yeah,
Well, we
so
gotta get our
my-
badge and
Go ahead, say it again. Go ahead, Rich. I
Yeah,
can't
so
remember your first name. Sorry.
yeah, Kavika, Kwika. The W is like a V.
Okay.
Kavika.
My man.
V.
Question?
Yeah, so it's with me being out here and a lot of people I know back on the mainland, will I just kind of get you to forward or get Roger to forward swabs directly to them once I get them service, but you can send a bunch of them out here because I'll be doing people here. So I'll probably need more than 5 though.
Right, Roger.
And
You
especially for shipping of them, it probably would behoove to get a package to me instead of doing it multiple times.
right? Exactly. Now you and Roger can figure the logistics of that out, but we'll try to make sure it's cost effective to you. Because in my opinion, if you have some people in Texas, if I'm you, this is what I would do. I say, Roger, look, man, I got a couple of people in Texas. I'll send you the money for shipping. Can you ship them from Philadelphia to Texas, opposed to me shipping the swabs to them from Hawaii?
Correct.
That's what I would do.
Okay.
But the
Very good. Yeah.
company cannot ship swabs to a patient at all. It has to come from you and or the manager.
Perfect.
Anybody else? Any other questions? Okay, everybody, you're going to get an email so you can log into your marketing. It'll be ahs.marketing. You'll get an email within the next 20 minutes. Roger, I'm going to CC you on this email so you can forward out to you guys. Guys, go get your badges. Get your business cards too. If you do badges and business cards at the same time, it's a discount. Save money. So business cards are very inexpensive. Most people get the badges and business cards. They have shirts. I should have had my shirt on today. I got my AHS shirt upstairs. They have shirts. I'll show you what I keep my card in my wallet, but they have lanyards too. Roger, every time he shows up, he has his ID card and his lanyard. I keep mine in my wallet. That's me. So I keep mine in my wallet. And, you can keep them on your lanyard or what have you, but I just always have mine on me. And I keep a picture of my card in my phone, and I have a picture of my HIPAA certification in my phone. So, and we do this because I want my family members and my friends to feel comfortable when I'm asking for their information. So the fact that I sent them a text with my ID card and I sent them a text with my HIPAA certification, because most people know what HIPAA is, they'll feel a little bit more inclined to give me that information. Heck, I could work on a food truck selling hot dogs. Now I just called you, who are my cousin, and I've been selling hot dogs all my life. Now I mysteriously work for a cancer screening company, and I'm asking you for your information. Well, you have to show me something. Send me a HIPAA certificate, send me something. You guys get the point?
Yes.
So to help you in your sales. And I know many of you will do health fairs, and I recommend health fairs. I have a database of over 4,000 people. I haven't had to do a health fair yet. I call people on my phone, and here's a goal that I set for myself, and I'll show you guys this goal. By November, I'll make over $150,000 with AHS off of cash money, off of my personal swabs. So here's one of my goals. My goal is to call 10 people a day. My goal is 10 calls a day, right? That'll be 500 swabs by November 1st. That's $150,000. And that's if I'm only making $300 in a swab. Keep in mind, we can make $450 currently on 2. I just put it down to 300 because I thought about expenses, shipping stuff out, blah, blah, blah. So I just went with 300 times 500. Now, when we can do the other, heart disease and everything else, and their insurance company don't pay. It's free, guys. They don't have to pay for it. We can do the other things. These numbers are going to, we just found out that we can do heart disease and Alzheimer's within the next couple of weeks. And, I got to tell you guys something else. Also, we just found out, and this is going to be reassuring to your clients, that there's going to be another portal that we'll have. So right now you guys have the terabyte portal, Hippo portal. There's going to be another portal, Roger, you didn't know this, that when we swab somebody, we have doctors now that write off on everything. With our next portal, their primary care physician will sign off on everything. Now when you go meet with someone, it's not going to be unfamiliar because their doctor has to sign off on it. And that's coming soon. That's going to be cool.
Will that slow up the process, you think?
We don't know. We don't know. We have no clue. But some people would rather, you don't have to use that portal. Some people would rather, have their doctor sign off on it. Once you get rock and roll, then you can use whatever portal you want. Just the initial portal that you guys have access to, it doesn't accept Blue Cross Blue Shield or TRICARE.
Gotcha.
All right. Now, guys, I have to jump. For those who don't know, I rent Teslas. So I'm a Tesla owner. I own a couple of them, and I rent them to people. And I have to rent one out today at 2:00. And so I got to make sure it's prepared and go out.
Excuse me, Rabu. Roger, I just private chatted you. Can you take a look at it? I just wanted to say that right quick. Thanks, Rabu. Hey, and also, man, great job on this training. I feel like I'm so equipped and ready to run, and I got my track shoes on now. I'm ready.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you, guys. Training is not easy, as y'all know, but it's necessary. So
I keep telling you, you need to be a pastor. You do well at it, man.
Pastor Peter, if I had $1 for everybody who said that,
you got your $150.
You gotta be called.
But guess what? I'll leave that up to you.
All right, no problem. I got it covered.
Wonderful. You're a much better pastor than I would ever be.
Just keep preaching the good stuff.
Only way to do it.
All right, so everybody, thank you guys. I'm looking forward to working with everybody. Kavikia, send me your information. You take down my number, 973. Just connect with me on Telegram because you may have direct questions you may need to ask me. And I'm available, guys. 973-332-2333. 973-332-2333. And I always have to say this after every training. If this is too overwhelming and too much for you, when I send out the email, just reply, thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate it. And there's no harm, no foul. All right, just want to make sure.
By the way, you can call me David. Kavika is David in Hawaiian.
Okay, David.
Oh, okay.
All right, everybody. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day, but with the next 20 minutes, look out for an email I'll be shooting out. It'll be very detailed. And I'm gonna put for those who don't have Excel, I'll find the link on YouTube to show you how to use Google Spreadsheet. I'll make sure that this email will be very useful for you.
Very good.
All right, thank you.
Everybody have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Roger.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Take care, Clark.
Thank you, Roger.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Robert.
Raj. Talk to you later, Clark.
All right.
Bye.